Hey, what's up, lightboltjoe here. Today we are going to discuss the brand new Netflix show, Never Have I Ever. As you can see, I got a new setup, I got a ring light, I got to take the glasses off because clearly they reflect. So it looks a little weird when I do this, right? So I'm going to go blurry for a bit. I have a list of actors below the ring light, so we're going to squint and try to read these names and try to hopefully pronounce them properly. For you newcomers, my attention span is very short. I tend to ramble. For you oldcomers, welcome back to this new setup, this brighter means of communication. So, Never Have I Ever. I had no idea this was coming out. This is a Mindy Kaling executive produced project. She always does great work. Love Mindy. And I happened to be on Netflix and it popped up that it just came out April 27th. So on that day, I saw the trailer and I was like, holy shit, this looks hysterical. This looks absolutely perfect. I had no idea what the show was going to be about, and it's very smart. Whoever put that trailer together doesn't show half of what the show actually is, and I like that because there were so many mysteries in this, and I was like, wow. I got chills in certain parts. I was like, holy shit. There was a lot of that holy shit. Now, when I have something surprising happen to me, whether it's a movie or a show, most of the time I don't watch things with people, and I like that. I hate people talking through things. I don't need anyone's... If they're bored, I don't need anyone's side tapping on their phone. I'm good with myself watching something. It's great, right? So when there's a holy shit moment, I literally will either look at my imaginary, friends near us, whatever ghosts might be wondering about. But it's always my hands go out. I go, holy shit! I'm ready to brace myself if I need to fall, despite the fact that I'm sitting down, right? This show was incredible. For something I had no idea what it was about. I didn't know anybody in this cast. I mean, aside from Atticus Shaffer at the Model UN episode, he played Brick Hack in the middle for 8 glorious seasons. So it was great seeing Atticus be on the screen again. But aside from that, I had no idea anybody in this film, in this project, aside from Atticus, basically. And I didn't even know he was doing this, to be honest. So, the main character, I'm going to butcher her name. I apologize in advance. You are a fantastic actress. Mitri Ramakrishnan? I apologize if I butchered it. I'm sure I butchered it. I'm assuming most of your friends call you May. Maitri? I'm sorry. Darren Barnett is in this as well. Jaron Lewison is in this as well. Those are the big 3 actors right there. Main character-wise throughout the series. So, Jaron plays this kid who is Davy's rival. Maitri's character. Her character's name's Davy. Even though it's pronounced D-E-V-I, it's spelt D-E-V-I. It's pronounced Davy. So Davy lives with her mom and her cousin Kamala in Southern California, specifically Sherman Oaks, California. Her mom and her dad moved from India in, early 2000s to make her a sophomore in this present time period kind of thing. And her father passed away less than a year ago, about 8 months ago, at a spring concert that she was playing a harp at, which you don't get that from the trailer, and I like that. You just see the strong, start of the new year, me and my girlfriends are going to get boyfriends kind of, and all hell breaks loose shenanigans, right? That's what you expect from the trailer. But it's a drama. There's a lot of drama in this show, and it's incredible the amount of drama that's actually in this. This is a comedy drama, but it's equally balanced. For every laugh, you have a kind of moment, and it's pretty powerful. I mean, Darren's character of oh God, why are the characters' names just disappearing from my mind right now? They say it 1,000 times. Hol Yoshida. Paxton Hol Yoshida. There you go. Half Japanese kid, half Caucasian kid. The douche of the school, swim jock, and May's character of Davy just approaches him flat out and says, "Do you want to have sex with me?" And he says yes. Never happens because she's very nervous about it. But it's fun seeing so much character development. This is a 10-episode series. These are 30-minute episodes. There's 10 episodes of that. That's what, 4 or 5 hours, if that? There is so much character development going on in these characters, specifically the big three: Jaren's character, Darren's character, and Maitreyi's character. It's incredible to see how much development happened within 10 episodes of 30-minute long episodes. You know, Darren's character goes from this jock to this, you know, concerning friend to this potential boyfriend character. Jaren goes from this douchebag rival of Scholastics to potential friend to potential boyfriend to housemate that May's character winds up, you know, living with him at the very end, very briefly, when she has a big fight with her mom. It's growth. It's true growth of those three specific characters that have the most growth. Aside from that, you have two of Davy's best friends. You have Eleanor and, again, why can't I get these characters' names? Fabiola, there you go. Fabiola is the Latina robotic computer nerd character, quote unquote, who's secretly a lesbian, then it has this whole coming out arc that I had not expected to be so beautiful. It was great. And then you have Eleanor as the not stereotypical Asian character, okay? She wants to be an actress, and she's doing great in drama, and her mom abandoned her to be an actress, and all these things, and there's so much depth to these characters. And again, I can't stress the amount of growth that all of these characters, not just those big three, but everyone has. Aside from Darren's character also has a sister with Down syndrome, and he's very protective of her. And she and Davies become good friends and help with, you know, this whole fashion design photo shoot kind of aspect that his sister Rebecca is trying to do. It's so interesting seeing all of these things, especially Davies' cousin Kamala having a secret relationship with one of her co-workers, one of her fellow university. Is she a student there? I think she's still studying there, but she's dating the track coach. Is that what he explains himself as? Steve? He's another Asian guy. So you have this Chinese guy dating this Indian girl. But she herself is being fixed up for a you know, a match, you know, like a, what's the word? There's a word for it. A matched wedding. Set up? No, it's not set up. I can't. Man, you get a new light and all your thoughts just go down, gone forever. Match. To the extent. The big story arc is Davy's character. Davy and her mom are just butting heads constantly since her father passed away. And there's a big blow up, and that's why she's living at Ben's house at the very end, very briefly. And the climactic point is scattering the ashes on Mohan's birthday, on her dad's birthday, right? It was neat having him being popped up as these different memories. Niecy Nash played her psychologist for many episodes. That was hysterical and great. I didn't know what to expect from the show because I didn't know anything about the show, you know? So when I first saw the trailer, I was like, oh, it's going to be a great comedy because it's a Mindy Kaling executive-produced comedy about this Indian sophomore going through modern times, adjusting to modern society in, you know, Southern California. But this is one of the best shows I've ever seen. This had 10 episodes to it. I need there to be a second season. I know it's been, what? A couple days, maybe over a week. It's probably been over a week since this came out by the time I'm actually sitting down, seeing it, and recording it. But I'm just so impressed with everyone that did such a fantastic job, especially Darren. Darren is a year younger than me. He's 29 years old. He did acting and lacrosse in school. He went to college for, you know, art or something like that, and then eventually he's done like episodes here and there of different shows, but like this is like his first like series regular kind of thing, and like he's been prevalent in social media for quite some time, so it's really neat seeing someone who's 29 years old playing a 17-year-old because that's normally what happens. But I just didn't expect to have so much character development, but I know I keep saying it, but that's the only thing I can say was the big surprise of this show. You know, when you watch something on Netflix and it's like a teen, no, not on Netflix. Netflix has, when you watch something that involves teenagers, normally there's not that much character development. But this is a perfectly prime example of a modern show, because this is modern teens from different mixed racial backgrounds, primarily as main characters, doing modern things, accepting everyone's flaws, challenging each other, fighting with each other, figuring things out, staying friends, etc. It's just really neat seeing all of these things like come together, because you don't see it that much. You don't see so much development in such a short time period. Riverdale was a prime focus of this show as well. And they literally had a whole clip of Betty talking to her mom about Jughead that Kamala was obsessed of for a bit. And this show is very much like Riverdale, minus the murder mysteries, minus the devil worshipping, minus the demons in the woods, minus the, backstabbing, financing, etc. Right? But this, I keep stuttering, I'm sorry. The amount of character development that happens in Riverdale over a 20-something long season happened in tenfold within a 10-episode season 1 of this show. I think that's what I'm trying to say. Shows, from what we just learned by watching this, shows don't need to be a 20-plus episode long run for a season to get a character development point across. This season of this show that just came out had so much character development in such a short time period, and they're 20-something, 30-minute long episodes. I am blown away by everyone involved with this show. Also, side note, and I don't know the guy's name, and I apologize, the composer of the music for this show is the same composer of music for Upgrade, which is something we just discussed, Robbie Amal's Upgrade, on Amazon Prime. So I think that's funny that the same composer did the same music, because I think it was like the end of the first episode, or the middle of the first episode, I heard something familiar, and I was like, why does this sound familiar? It's the same kind of like melodies of something I'm familiar with. And I looked it up, and it turns out he just did Upgrade, and I was like, ha, that's why it sounds familiar. So my ears are good sometimes. For some reason, I can't remember that Darren's character's name's Paxton. Just won't come to me. Yeah. So I don't know what else positive I should say about this. I'm trying to find flaws. I can't find any flaws in this. I got chills watching this show. That doesn't happen. That doesn't happen. I get invested in things, obviously, But for those of you who have seen past reviews of mine, you see how involved I get with detailing certain aspects of storytelling, characters, plot points, music, cinematography, directing, editing, etc. Right? But I don't normally vocalize how impressed I was. It doesn't happen that often. It happens, but most of the time I'm complaining about movies. It doesn't, or TV shows. Most of the time I'm not complimenting the hell out of something. This is something everyone needs to watch. I cannot stress that enough. This is so important for modernization of society and where we're going. I really need everyone to watch this. This was hysterical, heartfelt, gorgeous. Aside from the fact, I learned a lot about Indian culture in this, and that was another cool thing. I knew some about Hinduism. I knew some because of the Arusha books, but I didn't know much. Like, I didn't know about the big celebrations they had, which they touched base on, and I forget the name of it, but I'm very impressed. I don't impress easily. I don't. But I'm very impressed with this. Yeah. So, have you guys seen Never Have I Ever on Netflix? Brand new 2020 show. Thank you, Mindy Kaling. Thank you, everyone involved in this. I need there to be a second season. I know times are weird right now with everything on pause, but I need everyone to get back to work. And I need there to be a second season because I need to see what the new character development is going to be. Thank you. Thank you. Bravo. If I wasn't so close to my tripod right now, I would stand and be completely out of frame. But in my mind, I'm mentally standing, giving it a standing ovation. So thank you. Yes. That is all. Mucho mahalo.